Hey, you're tuned into lovenoise.net, where expression is the only thing.
Main man Freddie B. I'm right here. You know, like I said, I got another special guest. BET Music Matters, Anthony David, Melanie Fiona, and Marsha Ambrosius. And you know, we got the lady right here. How you doing?
Right here, I'm good.
You doing good, Miss Marsha?
I am. I'm looking at these cupcakes behind us. And
You've been eyeing these cupcakes real tough.
I just got in the dressing room and I saw those first. Not that I didn't see you.
Yeah, because I'm quite sweet.
I'm gonna say you are, but the cupcake is. I know the cupcake is sweet.
You right here in Nashville. You know, you about to get on stage. How you feeling right now? How you feeling?
I'm glad to be back. I haven't been here in a while, and it's nice to come back with BET Music Matters with artists that are noteworthy, credible musicians first, and that's what this tour has been about. So getting back to Nashville and having such rich history in music, you have to come with it. It's only right, and those people, they're ready.
You're solo now. Is this something you've been wanting to be a solo artist, or you know you're stepping away from FLOETRY and doing it? You're gonna come back. What's the whole thing behind that?
I've always been a solo artist. Prior to me ever doing FLOETRY, I was a solo artist, and over in the UK, I signed my first publishing deal in 1997, and there were a couple of songs that I had, a couple of which were If I Was a Bird, Butterflies, and Fantasize. Fantasize, I wanted a poet on there, so I heard that my friend Natalie, who I went to the same school with, she was doing poetry, and I asked her to do some poetry on a song called Fantasize that I had, and that's how FLOETRY kind of creatively started to work together. And I guess when you get in the industry so young, you know, 3 albums in, all the achievements that we'd gotten to that point in 2006 when she left the group, I was kind of forced into what was a solo situation for me. But coming from a basketball background, I'd always been a team player. I didn't want to do this just for me. I've always been comfortable in making things work with a team. So when I was forced into the situation as a solo artist, I was left at the label, but I was left at the label as part of a group, and you can't just replace a member of FLOETRY because it wasn't a contrived, put together, we have one singer, one poet, a rapper, and a DJ. We were actually people that created something together, and in doing so, I left her to pursue her own career, and mine became songwriting and producing predominantly, and I'm comfortable playing the back. I never wanted to do the forefront. Well, not now, because I'm over that. I was young when I wanted to do the whole solo thing, but I never wanted to change who I was in order to do so. So this industry isn't easy. The industry can change who you are as a person, not change you, but enhance your very poor lack of judgment and your undisciplined way of life, because everything is laid out before you. So if you take advantage of the wrong things, you're just overindulging in the negative side of things. Me, I wanted to remain positive, have all the people that I cared about still care about me enough for me not to compromise myself as an artist.
You said something about, you know, you don't mind playing the background, and that makes me think about your mixtape you had with Don Cannon. Right. And when I first heard about it, I was like, Don Cannon and Marsha, the girl from FLOETRY? Because I heard it's a good mixtape, but...
And that's what used to make me feel like, what did they expect the girl from FLOETRY to do? I wrote Say Yes. I basically told a dude to get at me because I wanted to have sex with him immediately. So anything after that point, it's like, what wouldn't I say?
Right. But I mean, the mixtape, it really threw me back because it came on like Cloud 9. I love that song. That Cloud 9, that's crazy. But it comes on like Cannon steps back, and you know, yeah. So
drama, they're my people.
So you got at Cannon to really make that happen.
He got at me. And Focus produced the whole thing, and I knew Don Cannon hosted a lot of mixtapes, and we've been cool for years. So I was like, look, I'm about to put out some music. Let's do it.
I gotta ask you this. Like, what I think is Mike's best song, Butterflies. How did that come about? Because I heard that, and that song is crazy. I play that for girls when they come to my house.
Full of knowing that your dreams come true. My dream came true, basically. I wrote a song, like I said, in 1997. I got my first publishing deal based off of that record, and I wrote
Butterflies?
I wrote it about a guy that I had a crush on who worked at McDonald's sweeping the floor. Thought he was fine, had a crush on him, and he gave me Butterflies. But they didn't consider it a hit record. It was just a nice song. So 3 years later, I get to America shopping for a deal with FLOETRY, and I threw songs on there that had nothing to do with FLOETRY, and that was one of them. I just wrote that song myself, as well as Say Yes. Say Yes was written for Ron Isley, but he didn't take it. So,
silly man.
Well, no, not so silly, because now it goes down as, you know, one of the things that I got to create for me. So with Butterflies, Michael Jackson heard it and loved it and was gracious enough to allow me to vocally produce, and write for him. And I was spoiled very early on in my career to be blessed with what will be considered in history, I don't care what point in time, the best to ever do it, but to be humble enough to still say, I love what you do, show me. Amazing.
That's crazy, man. Y'all see it right here. She made me Freddie B. I'm right here with Marsha, the writer of Butterflies, and it's on a new album. The new album is?
It says Late Nights and Early Mornings, and Butterflies is the 10-year anniversary of Michael Jackson and myself working together. So
you got the remix on there.
Yeah, so that's the whole point of me putting the remix on there, to commemorate that special moment that we had 10 years ago.
That's beautiful right there. I'm about to weep, and I'm going to go home and play Say Yes for a Girl, and she's going to give me the draws. We right here hanging. Marsha Ambrosius. It might be Marsha. Might be. See? Might be Marsha. She made me Freddie B, man. I can't. Oh, my damn. I'm out. Cut the camera. Cut the camera.
It sounds so good, don't you agree? Don Cannon, a.k.a. Mr. Money Machine. Oh. Yeah, I ain't touched that yet. Marsha Ambrosius. My executive producer, Focus. Got your big homie, I told you. Let's get into it.
We can hold hands, be romantic, we can get good. Baby, with you, I feel alive. I like you. When you get low, I want you so.